Welcome to Gadgets for Families, the podcast for the family IT person, you know who you are, and anyone else looking to get more out of life through tech. I'm your host, Greg Cunningham.
And I'm your host, Jason Benjamin. Thank you for joining us on this short logistical episode.
So, Jason, after our launch recording stuff that we did, we decided we better explain what in the world we're trying to do here, right? Because we've kind of gone back and forth. So
we did, and we explained early on that we were gonna be refining and adjusting things as we go along, and we learned a lot from these last few episodes we recorded.
Yep. So, Jason, just remind everybody who the podcast is for. Let's start with that.
Yeah. So originally we talked about just making a super geeky show for tech nerds just like us that want to talk and learn about tech. But after talking it over, it kind of evolved and kind of expanded to where we think that many people can get some value out of this show, right? Grandparents, young parents, students, teachers, everyone can get some kind of benefit from listening to this.
So if you're looking for more out of your tech, this show's for you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, we're going to release, or at least try to release one episode a week. Don't hold us to that all the time. We might skip a week or record earlier or something like that. But the goal is to get one episode a week out on Wednesday mornings. And we want to structure these episodes so that we can meet those two audiences, the tech geeks or the tech nerds like us, and then anybody that doesn't really want to fall into that nerdy, geeky category that just wants to use their tech and get more out of it. So we're going to structure these episodes a little different, right? Jason, talk to us about that.
Yeah, so originally, and you'll see if you're listening, you'll see some of those episodes ran a little long, and we got carried away, which we enjoyed. It was all fun. So what we're going to do is we're still going to have our catch ups. We're still going to talk about headline and news and things that are current events. But we're also going to move the deep dive segment into the post show, right? So we'll have our main topic, we'll still have our headlines, our tips and tricks and things, but people will be able to find that information up front rather than having to wait and weed through an hour and a half episode just to find the information that they're looking for. So we think it'll be structured better that way.
Yeah, and I think that'll put our main part of the episodes like at about an hour, somewhere in that range, and then
Yeah.
all the geeky stuff after. So just real quick, an example, episode 1, we put phone security was one of the topics that we covered. That's going to be in the main part of the show instead of buried somewhere else. But then we went
Yeah.
deep on a couple of other geeky topics, and we put those into the post show. So they're after everything. For those of you that are the tech nerds or that are just interested in that kind of stuff, you'll be able to go into the show notes, see the timestamps, skip to wherever you want, listen to the topics that you want. So we'll make that available to you. So that really should
Yeah.
address the needs of both of those audiences.
Yeah. Yeah. But this can always change.
Yep. Next week, probably. That's
Yeah.
probably when it'll change again, right? So,
Right.
all right. Well, so that's it for this. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for listening to our explanation. You can grab all of our launch episodes. They should be available right now in your podcast player. And there's more to come next week. And until then, you can follow us on Twitter or Instagram. We're Gadgets for Families, GDGTS, the number 4, FMLS. And that's it for me.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for listening.